Hello guys, watching the Geek Cinema, and today we're talking about How to Train Your Dragon 1, the first one. Now, as a kid, I watched this once. I watched it in cinema when it first came out and absolutely loved it. But for some reason never went back to it. And then there was talks of the live action How to Train Your Dragon. And I just was like, yes, I'd so be up for that. Which made me lead to trying to watch the first one again. And I didn't know there was 2 and 3. I actually didn't know there was a second and third film. I knew there was a series back in the day. But yeah, the first one. I rewatched it. And wow, it was so good. It felt long, but really good. Like, honestly, I loved all the Viking stuff, Hiccup having to prove himself, and obviously the village eventually coming to accept that. And the speech at the very beginning about his people and how dragons are to the very end of the story of calling dragons pets and how happier things are. It was just not a nice little tweak around the original where it first started to how it ended. And of course, the Vikings got it very wrong. The dragons were just protecting themselves, and they were only stealing from the village because they had to feed to this massive, big ass dragon in the nest. Which the Vikings are very after, trying to find the nest, trying to take out these pesky dragons and kill them, because all dragons want to do is kill us all. So we need to kill them before they kill us, sort of thing, and the Viking territory. But Hiccup learns different. They were just trying to defend themselves. And the reason that they're doing all this chaos and stuff is to feed this big ass dragon. Otherwise that big ass dragon's going to eat them. So basic, like they said, it's like a beehive of such. And that is the queen bee of such. The massive fight scene at the end was really cool. I don't ever remember in the series them doing a big ass dragon. I don't know if they continue that with the second or third film, because I haven't watched the second or third one, and I might review that and talk about that next time if you guys would be up for it. But the first one, of course, I felt was very cool to have a big boss, you could say. And I feel like that's unique, and they haven't done that again since without watching the second and third film. But in the series, they didn't. So yeah, and the cool aspects of the different dragons we had. That big one that was kind of like a rock of such. You have the firing one, and of course we have the twins for the twins. And it kind of, each dragon kind of parallels our main characters, because Hiccup has a group of, well, we say friends towards the end of the film. At the start they were kind of not. And the training that took place was really cool. And Hiccup keep visiting Toothless, which is this dragon everyone feared who never knew what it was, and they had a name for it which I forgot. My cat's making noises, ignore. But yeah, that was kind of cool. I like that. I like the training, and then Hiccup kind of training himself with that, and that was kind of like a parallel, and him learning. And eventually once he learnt things off Toothless, he was using that to his training with the dragons and become the best dragon person at the end, until they decide you need to now slay the dragon, and he's like, no, I'm not killing a dragon. And because he that's what he wants to do at the start of the film. He wants to kill the dragon. But then when he meets Hiccup, when he meets Toothless and Hiccup meet, and the connection they have and stuff like that, he learns no, I'm not a dragon slayer. And he learns to train the dragon, and especially in the TV show and stuff, he trains people how to handle dragons. He learns things as he goes along, and he's a tweak and eccentric. And there was also a parallel between Toothless and Hiccup, because they were kind of like outcasts of their own, which was working so well. Will my cat stop making noise, please? But yes, they were kind of like parallels between the two. And obviously Hiccup loses a leg by the end of this film, spoilers, and Toothless at the very beginning of the film loses a wing limb at the end there, a part of his tail, which stops him being able to fly. Together they can fly with the invention that Hiccup uses to ride Toothless, and I think that's really cool. Together they are one, and one of the same, and it works so well. This world that was built is incredible. It looks brilliant, especially for its time, which I think came out in like 2010, 2009. I don't know when the first one came out, but it was so good. I'm excited to see where the second and third one go. I've heard some people be disappointed. I've also heard people say this is one of the best trilogies. I haven't seen how it all ends. I haven't seen these number 2 and 3, but this is definitely a solid starter point. But I felt like it wrapped up everything anyway. So if you didn't want to watch them two, you could just watch this story and it wraps itself up perfectly. And it's self-contained, which I think is brilliant. I didn't know it was trying to be a trilogy, but it worked as a one-off. So I'm very nervous to see how 2 and 3 hold. Could it dampen my opinion on this? Not really, because I've seen the series, and growing up on CBBC there was a series, and I liked it. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to review this and rank it out of 10 now. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Solid. Would watch again. Actually going to watch again at some point or another, because how have I left it so long? This is mad. Yeah, I watched it once. I vaguely remember it and really think it was decent, but never went back to it. So I've watched the series more than the movie, actually, which is crazy. But yeah, enjoyable. The characters as well. Obviously, Hiccup gets the girl at the end. Yeah, maybe. In the series, I vaguely remember him not being proper an item, but I don't know. It's been a while. Thank you guys for watching. That's my thoughts and opinions. I will probably watch the second and third one and review the second and third one together. I think that might be for the best, because I have a lot more to say on this one, I feel. But then again, I haven't watched them, so I don't know. But that's my thoughts and opinions, guys. Let me know what you think of How to Train Your Dragon number 1. Did you watch the second and third ones? Did you watch the series as a kid? Because I did. Let me know. And as always, I will see you guys for another review on Marvel, DC, and Jones, Rick and Morty, Doctor Who, you name it. Really is the place to be for a geek like me. So join Jenny and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in another review very soon. Have a nice day.